wonder about the quantity of food that we receive every time we go to Lowry? How many options that are available? There's a pizzeria, a noodle section, a vegetarian option, deli, basics, international, and desserts. Well, in some places, some kids are struggling to find their firsts. We can stop world hunger by promoting better nutrition, eliminating waste, and developing better economies. According to freedomfromhunger.com, 9 million children under the age of 5 will die needlessly of hunger-related causes every year. Think about those mothers of those dead and dying children. As those underfed mothers birth more and more children, those babies are malnourished and more susceptible to the risk of infection, disease, and that'll lead to death. When we think of death, we think of war. War is one of the more important causes of hunger. You see, developing countries that are in war spend more on arms than they do on their citizens for their food. That doesn't sound like an economy a country wants to have. Those people, they're in poverty, and they don't have the money or the resources to get the food that they need. They rely on the government. Along with being poor is the feeling of powerlessness. They can't even protect their own interests, especially those women and children who rely on the men to get food for them and physically are unable to compete. The impact that the advanced countries have on hunger is indirect. You see, they have the money to buy as much food as they want, therefore leading to more waste. According to the Food and Agricultural Organization, about 1/3 of the food that is produced for consumption is wasted from field to fork every year. It also states that the average American wastes about 115 kilograms of food. To reduce waste, we should just take what we can fit into our stomachs, because someone in this world would really love to have the scraps on our plates. We need to teach people the right amount of proportions and nutrients to put in our body, so we can not only have a balanced diet, but also not take too much food and eliminate waste. My goal here is not to make you feel guilty or sad about taking too much food and not finishing what you can on your plate. Because to be honest, I'm guilty of this too. Sometimes you just don't like something and you leave it on your plate. My goal is to just make you aware. We know about world hunger, yet we don't think about it when we're at Lowry eating. I have discussed promoting better nutrition, developing stronger economies, considering what we put on our plate, and eliminating waste. As I go to Lowry, Kittredge, Mom's, or any other food place on campus, I make sure that I get the right amount of food on my plate so I know that I can clean it without leaving scraps behind. You see, if I was coming back to sit down with my second plate full of food and I saw this emaciated, starving child just staring at me in the face, I would give him that plate of food. Heck, I would even give him my first plate, and I know that you all would too. We are all hard-working college students who want to do some good, and simply putting a smile on that child's face will do a whole lot of good for this world. Our independent minds should work together to help end world hunger once and for all.